Hello everybody, and welcome to your indie snapshot of One Finger Death Punch. One Finger Death Punch is a ninja of a game, sneaking into your Steam library at the low entry cost of $5, and also appearing on the Xbox Live Indie Arcade where thousands of shovelware games appear daily, I swear. And One Finger Death Punch does what I never expected it to do. It entertained me for 2 hours without me realizing where the time had gone. It's funny because One Finger Death Punch really presents itself poorly in almost every respect. The start menu is hideous. There's very little options as far as graphics are concerned and customizing your resolution. The transitions between screens are hideous. The backgrounds and the levels themselves actually can distract you a little bit and get in your way and are a little bit overly complicated in some way, but still somehow managed to remain ugly. And yet, the simplistic gameplay that One Finger Death Punch presents, a 2-button brawler, that's it. You don't move, you don't jump, you either click the left mouse button or the right mouse button, if I could get the words out of my mouth, and you attack the enemies that are coming from you on both sides, and you are nothing but a stick figure. And it is incredibly good at what it does. And what it does is make you feel like a martial arts fucking master, kicking the ass of every frickin' stick figure that comes at your way with weapons and different styles of crane style and drunken master style, and you look like a badass, and it is so responsive that each punch and each kick feels so good, and there is the perfect, and I mean perfect, amount of slow motion involved to make it feel like those old martial arts movies that I loved as a kid, and it makes you feel like you're playing those movies through stick figure form. In fact, it reminds me of those stick figure animations that I used to watch a ton of back in early high school, where these stick figures would do all these crazy martial arts on the screen, and I used to think, wow, that looks really cool, I wish I could play something like that. That is what One Finger Death Punch is. It is that old stick figure crazy martial arts cartoon that I always wanted to play. It's going to be a little bit difficult for me to fucking talk about the game as I'm playing because of how intense the game is, but I'm going to do my best. Let's have some fun. It's really not a high concept game. It really isn't. So we're going to hit play. We're going to have two options, levels and survival. Survival is what you would expect. It is essentially survive as long as you can. There's regular survival, blind survival, and an unknown survival, which I haven't unlocked yet. But we're not going to worry about survival. We're going to place the levels because the levels where you unlock a lot of things. And here is the map. This is only student, and you go through the map just going through level after level and variation after variation, and it is really fun. We're going to go ahead and play on this one, Mob Round, and here it is. This is what I'm talking about. This game looks and reeks of incredibly low budget, right? No production value, and that's probably the case. But this is what you do, and it is so fun. So enemies will approach you on the right and left, and as they approach your, oh my god, so good. And as they approach your little bar at the bottom, once they enter that bar, you are then free to tap your mouse button and attack them. The gray enemies always take one hit, while colored enemies require special tactics. Ones with the crowns are like mini boss fights. You are tasked with hitting this QTE to kill them. Other colored ones, like the yellow ones, as you can see, require me to do, oh god, it's so good, like 2 taps on the left or right and then 1 tap on the other side, while green enemies require 2 attacks. It's very self-explanatory, and the announcer in the game does a good job at tutorializing you as you play anyway. So that's the, whoop, there we go, we caught that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like silly things like that, as a weapon is getting thrown at you, you have the opportunity to catch it and throw it back at them. It's so awesome. And again, how quickly and how smoothly a character moves across the screen. How each punch feels so good. The game slows down just enough to make you feel like you're doing a ton of damage. Enemies fly across the screen. They crash through things as you smack them. It's such a fun game. And I can't stress that enough. And it's got that replayability factor. that you just want to keep going back and you want to keep playing the level over and over and over again to perfect your score. I missed 6 attacks there because I was kind of talking and attacking at the same time. You cannot button mash this game. It's impossible. Because if you swing and you miss, your character stalls for a minute and it gives the enemies around you a chance to hit you. And if they hit you, you can only be hit 10 times before you die and lose the level. And the more times you miss, the lower the medal you get. And the lower the medal you get, the lower your score, and you feel like less of a badass. So, I'm going to go back and try not to talk as much and kind of focus a little bit and see if I can do gold or platinum on this. You get gold medal for missing 1 to 3 times, platinum for missing no times. Alright, we're going to go ahead and... Yeah, that feels so good. I've kind of memorized what some of the colors mean, too, so I'm actually going through this a little bit quicker than I did, I think, the first time I actually played this level. Now we're going to get that sword, which we can get. Weapons do drop, which is awesome. And I love when enemies can throw weapons at you, and you can catch them, and just freaking use them on the enemy. It's amazing. That right there, that little ball you see is one of the best freaking weapons in the game. It is a ball that instantly kills anything, and you can bounce back and forth. It will bounce back at you like that as you use it. Alright. Oh. Now, every once in a while, you'll pick up an awesome weapon that will instantly kill things. So sometimes I'll kill a person with a bow, and I will get their bow. And with their bow, I'm able to instantly kill up to 3 enemies because of a perk I have. And you get perks by beating levels and stuff. There we go. We destroyed that level. We got a gold medal because we missed twice. But still, we wrecked that level. And that's what this game's all about. Going back and playing level after level. And if you think that's going to get boring, it doesn't. Because what they do so magnificently is have little areas of like uniqueness. So certain levels play certain ways. So that was a mob level. We had to kill a certain amount of enemies before we win. There are other levels like a time level where we have to kill a certain amount of enemies under a certain amount of time. And then there are other things like this one of my favorite ones, the light sword level, which we're going to play right now to show you off, where you are basically a badass Jedi. Let's not pretend that this wasn't the fantasy they're looking to fulfill in the most simplistic measure in these particular levels. And that's what this game is all about. It's about that martial arts and mastery, like kick-ass fantasy fulfillment that we all have as kids and still all have now. Let's not lie to each other. And this is that Jedi fulfillment where we got a lightsaber and we go through and, you know, we're all backlit. We're just like, you know, all shadow and stuff. We've got explosions happening in the background. We have stupidly epic music for no reason. We're just wrecking insane amounts of enemies because, hey, they're there and they're charging us and we can just wreck them. And we watch their giblets fucking spill everywhere. Now we're gonna have this guy. Yeah! So good! It's so good! And one of the things the game does too is the better you are at the game, the faster it makes the level. So you might have seen up at the top left, like speed. So as I play and I'm really good, every level will be subsequently faster and faster and faster. And as I do worse, it'll get slower and slower and slower. So it's built in like scaling difficulty, so you're never stuck and you can always eventually beat the level. Now this level over here, what is this? Mob round. So we got another mob round, but it looks a little weird. It's just a mob round. So we have to kill 150 enemies in this mob round here. We'll go ahead and do that. Oh, awesome. So awesome. Little stickman figure ribs breaking, and again, the slow motion. So good. And the environments, now that's going to be one of my complaints, because I do have a couple complaints here in this game, and that is primarily to do with its low budget, obviously, development. The backgrounds, especially some of the later levels that I've played, I don't know if it's like something that just is going to progress as I play the game. Oh my god, I'm talking here and not playing, and it's kicking my ass. But they get a little muddy, and I have lost myself. And it's hard to say lost myself, but like, I should say I've lost the enemies, not necessarily lost myself, because I'm in the center of the screen. And I get lost as to what enemy's closer and where. It's almost a little bit too much feedback. And that has costed me a couple hits before. But 99% of the time, if I ever get hit, if I ever get hurt, it is because of my own miscalculation. I have to stress this game is one of the most reactive, easily, like, reads my keystrokes perfectly games I've ever played. It is perfectly reactive to everything I'm doing. Everything, the feedback for this game is absolutely phenomenal. I hit a button and there's no delay. I immediately do something. Oh, I'm on my last. This is obviously you get to your last life, by the way. Fucking the skies open up, a golden sword shows up, and you end up doing a ton of damage. Oh, so good. It's so good. And it is really effing fun. Oh, I died. Damn it. I ended up dying. We'll do that again. We'll replay that as we talk. Anyway, I feel like I'm probably overly excited, but this game is so fun, guys. I am having such a good time. There's not a lot to talk about here because the game is such a simple concept. Two-button brawler. It is a brawler boiled down to its absolute simplest form, and it is stupidly good at it. It is so good. Look, put it this way. I stayed up all night last night to reset my sleep schedule. I'm supposed to be sleeping right now so I can fix it. And instead, I'm fucking playing One Finger Death Punch, a game about stick figures beating up other stick figures. And I'm okay with that. And it urges you to get better. It is a game that requires skill, which is even better. It's kind of like other games, you know, it's like a brawler in that way. I'm fucking up because I'm talking. But it's like a brawler in that way, in where it requires you to have some skill involved. And the better you are, the more the game rewards you for it. Oh my god. And they reward you by not only, you know, speeding you up and making the game difficult, and I think that's a reward in and of itself, but if you build up combos, your reach, as you can see at the bottom, for what you can hit and what you can't hit, goes up. So you can reach farther, you can do these crazy combos like that. Weapons, if you're able to catch them and use them beforehand. Wow, I actually have 2 weapons here, that's awesome. You know, give you special reach, and some you can throw. And some of you are just instant kills. You can catch bombs and shit. See, like this. That's awesome. That is so awesome. And if you're good at boss fights, you know, you can kill them off really quickly. It looks really good. It's just awesome. The animation quality is actually one of its highest features, obviously. With these types of games, you want good animation. You want it to look like you're actually kicking ass here. And I will definitely say that the animation quality, though the graphics are not that good, the animation quality is absolutely top-notch. It's fast-paced, it's killer in all the right ways. We'll go ahead and use that ball to kill off 90% of the things jumping around. It's just so fun. It is just such a good time. All its little niggling, little nitpicky things that I'm going at are so forgettable. I just say them because I feel like I have to. There are a couple things I don't necessarily like. Awesome. So we got another perk where we can freeze enemies. So you get perks. Your next attack will freeze enemies on one side, activates after 27 kills. So you get perks. You unlock them by going through the level. This one allows me, once I get a bow, instead of shooting 1 arrow, to shoot 3. Same thing with this dagger. Once I get a dagger, instead of shooting 1 dagger, I can shoot 3. That's what allows me to do those crazy arrow-dagger combinations. What I would love is to see this game sell really well. It is $5, guys. It is the price of a freaking McDonald's burger. Because I would love to see them take this concept and do more with it. I want to see a sequel. I want to see, like, cooler backgrounds, more destructible environments, maybe taking this into a different, you know, animation, or maybe doing better artwork, or just seeing this with a higher production value would make this game perfect. Right now, it's just like a 9 out of 10 for me, and the only thing holding it back from a 10 out of 10 is just obviously the production value, the one thing I keep harping on. But I'm going to show you my favorite mode, and it is survival, because it allows you to feel like the most badass. I'm going to play regular survival, not blind survival. What blind survival does is gets rid of that reach bar at the bottom, so you don't know where you can hit. Survival is survive as long as you can. Kill as many enemies as you can in the amount of, and before you end up taking 10 damage. And it is really cool, because there's an extra bar you might notice down there. And it has like a lightsaber at the end of it. Once I get to that bar, I get a lightsaber round in here. And in lightsaber round, I get 4 shots before I'm taking out of lightsaber round. But in lightsaber round, I'm allowed to heal up. There are little enemies that show up that I'm allowed to... Oh, so good finishing move. But there are enemies that I can destroy for health. And that's what's really good about that. I'm really excited about that. It allows you to try to kind of keep going throughout this whole thing. So we've got this little buzzsaw, which is awesome. Oh, we missed. I don't know if it's a 27 kill streak or if it's 27 kills in total. Nice. Yeah, freezing point. Oh, so good. Now I'm just going to kind of focus here and let you guys just watch, because it's really fun to just watch, in my opinion. Alright. I'm actually really good at these boss fights now. I've come to the realization I actually picked up on the boss fights pretty quickly. I'm actually worse off with the colored enemies. Nice. Now we're getting the 3-shotters in here. Oh, come on, I missed. Hopefully we'll be able to get to the lightsaber round to show you guys, oh, what that's about. And I constantly find myself, like, saying, just one more turn, just one more go. I just want to go again. I could do that level better. And that is probably the best compliment I can give a game like this, where it obviously aims to do that. Yeah, caught you. Now we can throw that lightsaber around, baby. Now watch, we'll get little health pack looking guys that'll run towards us, that'll heal us up. Now you can see the 4 dots at the bottom. That's how many shots we could take in lightsaber mode. So good. Now we could stay in lightsaber mode for as long as we actually don't end up getting hit 4 times. But the longer we stay in here, the faster the enemies start running at us. So we gotta be a little careful, obviously. And eventually we're gonna be able to get to a point where I can't handle it anymore. Once enemies start coming at me really, really fast, I can't do it. But you do, this is one of those games where you get into a zone, man. You get into a zone, you fucking fall into that zone, and you start really getting good at the game. And it's one of those games you want to get good at because you can get flashy. If you can string combos together, you can absolutely get flashy with this game. By jumping back and forth to enemies. Yeah. So good. Oh. And now we got exploding backgrounds because why the F not? See, that's what I'm talking about with. But we've already filled up our health all the way. We're gonna get pulled out now. And we're back to full health because we did really well there. Oh, yeah! Yeah! I hate those yellow guys because they take so much damage. Right through the wall. And the interactive environments, as minimal as they are and as maybe a little ugly as they are and kind of in the way they are, to see walls explode, and to see like your actions really have an effect on the environment, and watching guys you hit really effing hard fall into walls and just blow through them, is really effing satisfying. It really is. It's such a stupidly simple concept, and it shouldn't be this much fun, but it fucking is. I didn't think I was going to have this much fun when people were telling me, Mathis, you should check out One Finger Death Punch, because it has no right to be this fun. Yep. Oh, I really should have. Oh, we're taking a lot of damage now. And we got a sword. I was hoping to catch that sword. Oh, we got in a little combo there, and we catch the fucking spear! So good! Hope you guys are enjoying the show. I sure as hell am. Oh, I missed. If we can get to the next bonus round, we're gonna get to Nunchuck round where we get to use some nunchucks. And there goes his heart. Oh, yeah! We got a broom now. Might as well, right? Fuck it, why not? What? Come on. Oh, whoa. No! We're almost at our last hit. Oh, please, nunchucks. Oh, here comes the god. Oh, we didn't get our god sword. Oh, no! Oh, I want to play more. And I'm going to play more right now. But I'm cutting this recording short. It's $5 on Steam. Just do yourself a favor and go have fun. Go have fun. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.